This is Afternoon Delight. Hello. I'm sure you all missed us.
That was meant to be my intro. I'm leaving.
No, Zach, you do it. I wasn't thinking.
No,
and
no,
clearly
no,
you wanted to.
Continue, Simon.
No, clearly you
Classic
wanted to.
Simon
selfish
is here.
Simon.
Simon is here, and Simon will do the intros. Lovely Afternoon Delight listeners. Take it away, Simon.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise
No,
it was that
take it
big.
away.
Just come on,
Simon.
roll with it.
Okay, now some of you, the observant of you, may have noticed that there's two voices missing from the room. Tim is currently indisposed in north. He's in the
Fell into a vat
north.
of chili,
Yeah,
and he's trying to eat his way out. He won't accept any help.
it's-
So it could take a while.
it's a Tim thing. And Joe just has,
She grew wings.
yeah, grew
Grew
wings.
Yeah.
And
Makes
she's
sense.
off. She's gone. We've lost her.
How would that?
To be honest, no
indispose
one's
her?
really
She's
cared.
not really got the hang of him yet, so they're just kind of like
Oh,
on
they're
their
weighing
own,
her down.
flying about.
Okay.
So she's somewhere.
Okay.
We think
Yeah,
she's over the Indian
Scunthorpe.
Sea.
I feel like we should introduce Yasmin.
Yeah, so do I. Okay.
Play some sound effects to introduce Yasmin.
Well, wait, no. First of all,
Yasmin.
Oh no, that was horrible. It scared me a little bit.
first of all, I'm sure you're all used to Zak Clutterbuck, Dale Clutterbuck.
Thank you.
Don't forget his full name.
His full name
Yes,
is Zach
Simon
Dinkus
Schneider
Dale
Jr..
Clutterbuck. I'll do one. Okay, yeah. So he's here, unfortunately. I know.
Host of
And-
Absolute Time.
Welcome.
What are you doing,
yes,
Simon?
Simon is what? Excellent radio, guys.
And that's Yaz's theme tune. Hi, Yaz.
Oh, that's better than Zach's creepy. Yasmin.
Yasmin.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thanks for welcoming me.
Welcoming me. Okay,
Welcoming me.
lovely. Tell us something about you.
Uh,
An interesting fact.
Tell us a story.
I'm just going to
involving
play
kidnapping.
around with all the sounds if that's
Well,
okay.
Don't.
Well, I do.
Leave it.
I study television production, which
Yeah.
is like cool and stuff. But an interesting fact. Well, the most interesting fact that all you guys seem to think is amazing is that have a weird phobia of grass and leaves.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
interesting.
Grass.
Explain.
Well,
Carrying on the weekly phobia theme.
Yeah.
For some reason.
well, no. Well, originally you guys think it's so weird that I just don't like nature. Really, leaves.
At this point,
grass. Especially like wet leaves, it's disgusting. But it started off because when I was younger, like when everyone would like
Family murdered by leaves.
yeah, that thing.
Everyone would play in the fields and the
No,
grass and have a good time. Yaz would stand on the bench like the woman of Tom and Jerry, like no, because it's
Okay,
grass.
Simon. All right.
Thanks, Simon.
I don't like nature.
You know what's really
I'm not
funny?
scared of
Making fun
nature.
of people's feet.
I'm not like running for the hill. Well, I wouldn't be running for the hill. But like, I'm not like, oh my god, there's a leaf. Like it's the scary thing in the world. But I just don't like the texture and like it gets stuck on your shoes. But how it originally started was, you get piles of leaves and people like playing in them, kicking them. I stepped on the leaf and there was dog poo underneath it.
Oh, so
So why aren't you
and-
scared of dog poo?
she's
But
scared of
I'm not like
surprise.
constantly rolling in dog poo, am I?
Well, what are you doing with your life?
when I see dog poo, I avoid it. Do you step on it purposely?
Yes.
Yeah,
else
Zach
does.
would.
That's
Zach
weird
would.
considering
The
all
only
your shoes
thing
have holes in them.
the only
That's a
thing
bit-
I remember
I like
about
the texture.
the only thing I
Oh, dog
remember
poo,
about
yeah.
dog
Wow.
poo is that in primary school they told us not to run around in the park and to always make sure not to like just run into leaves because you could trip over. Because a kid once tripped over and his face landed in
Yes.
dog poo and suffocated.
Oh
in dog
my
poo.
Oh wait, no.
Like he got killed
I
by
hate
dog poo.
No,
Children.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's the story my teachers used to tell me.
No,
Tell me
surely-
more.
The teachers or the man who pulled up in the big van?
No, the teachers. They used to tell us like we used every like once a week in the summer we'd go to
tell
the
you that
park
story?
and when we were doing our PE session and they tell us don't like just jump into leaves and stuff. Make sure you're careful because you may trip over and suffocate on dog poo.
No, but surely the kid would have like thought, oh wow, I'm face down in dog poo. Maybe I should move, or should I wait until my oxygen runs out?
Wait,
I
no,
don't know.
he
I don't know.
suffocated
He
in dog
suffocated.
poo.
Maybe
I
someone has a
can't
tra-
remember if
Look,
it was.
Look, because if you fall face first in dog poo,
You get up straight away.
if you get up, everyone sees your face covered in dog poo.
So you'd
But
rather
you
die
stay-
than
you
people
wait,
see.
You wait and you hold your breath in the dog poo for everyone to leave,
Yaz.
and then when you get up, no one sees you're covered in dog poo.
Yeah,
it- but
Yaz,
if-
you're not appreciating what a cool person would do. It's just, it's normal to get out of the dog poo. A
but-
true indie person would stay in there.
No, a true indie would stand up and say, "Hey guys, check out this new look."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But But surely, if you're in this like crowd, so to speak, who this person's waiting to leave, if someone's just dropped in dog poo, and they're not moving, still face down, hasn't got up, surely you wouldn't leave.
They don't know if the kid suffocated. They just left him there, and he never came back to school.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
imagining he's covered by the leaves.
What?
because
No,
why-
you're such
the
a-
crowd would. What? The crowd disappered after there's like a weird body-shaped pile of leaves. No.
And one child's missing. No, I like the idea of everyone can see him. He's not moving out of this poo, and like the
Not
teacher.
moving out of his poo.
This poo, I said,
Oh,
but
all right,
regardless,
okay,
if you want it to be his
If you
poo.
want to do an
Stop
extra
being
poo-
pedantic. Carry on.
So his PE teacher walks up and he's like, "Are you okay?" And because he refuses to move, he's like, "Go, leave!" And he's just
Go on without me.
Yeah.
I'll make it through the poo.
yeah.
Don't look at me. I'm ugly. It's hideous. Save yourself.
Just the elephant man of primary school.
It's like also how my teachers told me. No, the lunch lady teacher told me that if I don't eat all of my lunch, I'll die. That's what she told me. Like, one kid didn't eat his lunch loads over a period of like a week, and he died.
It's like-
He died. So I think a lot of my.
There's no grounding to the threat unless she says I killed him.
No, yeah, I was going to say,
No,
what
he
way
died
did she
from
say it?
starvation. Like, oh no, he didn't die. I think he ended up in hospital because of malnutrition because he didn't eat his lunch for like a week or two.
What did she say? Did she say, "If you don't eat, you'll die"? And she was holding like a spatula menacingly.
She was really a scary woman, actually.
Yeah. Or was it like, you know, a sweet old granny, just like, "If you don't eat, you'll die"? I don't know.
She made me eat the rhubarb crumble. She wouldn't let me not eat it.
Oh,
She
that
made
sounds
it.
like an evil
Oh,
lunch
God.
lady.
I hate rhubarb crumble so much.
Do you hate the rhubarb or the crumble?
Rhubarb. I
Oh,
used to
yeah,
eat the
right.
crumble.
I eat the crumble. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's
He
because
knows.
every crumble. But I like rhubarb because I like getting it. We grow it in our garden, and it's a really good time because when it's time to get rhubarb, you can just walk down into the garden with a massive knife and just chop it up like a man.
But do you actually like eating
Oh
rhubarb?
no, not at all. Just
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes eating rhubarb. I think
Essentially,
it's just this
what
thing.
you've just expressed is, I like to destroy and stab things, which is, you know.
Have you ever heard me on Racy?
Well, true, yeah, fine. Conversation that I want to move us towards because I think it's topical and I'm fairly aggravated. Bournemouth University construction.
Oh, what are you doing developing, Bournemouth?
Making the uni
Uh,
better. How dare you do that? Simon Schneider is angry at you. Who do you think you are trying to make the uni look much
Your
better?
own uni that you own.
It's
Okay, let me
quite
raise-
frankly disgusting.
Let me raise 3
I think he's
points.
going to write a letter to Bournemouth Uni. So
Oh,
get prepared
no.
for it.
Yes.
So get the tissues ready because it's going to be angry.
I don't need
It's
to
going to hurt
write.
your feelings. It is.
Okay,
Regular
Simon.
tissues,
Simon,
toilet
what?
tissues.
Simon.
You're just gonna...
Man-sized tissues, all of them. Get them ready. Go, Simon. Tell him your thoughts.
I don't need to write a letter because I will gather the masses through this radio show who will join me in a protest. Well, not a protest against the development because it's already started. But there are 3 points I'd like to raise. One, we weren't warned, which is annoying. It would have been nice if there was
I
a
think we
notice.
sent a mail.
I didn't
In
get
the
them.
Hotmail.
Oh, well, I
In the
didn't get
student
that.
update, I think we got a
Nope.
mail. I
No.
think you did. It's the
I was
student
told
update. Everyone
personally-
gets it.
Weren't you guys told personally?
No.
I wasn't
Simon
told,
wasn't
but
because no one talks to him.
I'm always
We
too
were all
drunk
told
to
I
know.
kind of just noticed the massive
Diggers.
and stuff. So I kind of figured that
There's
something
2
was
more
going on.
points. One, when does it end? Could they tell us that?
Yeah.
Oh no, they said it'll be ending like during September.
They didn't tell me that.
Well, you need to ask.
What? The
You
Twitter.
can't just expect them.
Are you
to
watching the
send-
Twitters? The Twitter interesting.
Yeah, no, because he
What's
asked
your third
for
point?
about listeners, and you can see on the.
Well, I figured I wasn't going to ask for any Twitters today just because I can't see the screen.
What's
and
your third
I'm the only
point,
one that
Simon?
matters. And the third one,
Wait, I didn't hear the second point.
they haven't told us when it's going to finish, which annoys me.
Well, it'll probably finish before we get back.
September.
I imagine.
I don't
I'm pretty
think they
sure
really
September.
base all their decisions around when they should let Simon know. To be fair,
I think they should.
so
What's your
that's
third point, Simon?
probably why it doesn't. You're not really in the loop with the goings on at Bournemouth University.
Well, I should be. I clearly am the most important sort of figure within Bournemouth University. I rally the masses through the show. Why aren't I kept updated? Regardless, the third point.
I'm going to say the smell, but... you can go
How
wherever
rude.
you want.
How rude. The third point. I've forgotten.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that was a very good point.
Yeah, well, Look, when I'm constantly abused and bullied, I shouldn't be expected to remember everything.
We're making valid points, Simon. It's not bullying when it's valid points we're making.
I didn't say it was a bad smell.
Bullying.
Could
But
be a
maybe
good smell.
when you fell in that poo, you should have washed it off your face.
You were the kid who died.
So
No, I can see you all legally waiting for me to say something so that you can make fun of it. So I'm out. I quit. I'm done.
Oh, cool.
Retired.
Hello. Welcome
Simon,
to
no.
Absolute Times.
Absolute time! Welcome to the half hour of power, where we will be listening to heavy goods vehicles. Take it away, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to put on a song. Okay, great.
Heavy goods, me.
What's heavy goods?
Okay, now my
Vehicles,
favourite song.
heavy
Enjoy.
goods.
Okay, we're back. All right. Does anyone have any stories?
I have one story. I ate so many Dairy Dunkers in that break.
Oh, okay. That's
Hold on.
lovely.
Okay, I'll open it up now.
Yasmin,
Hey.
you have a story.
Yeah, my story today. My story today was
Yes, it's story of the week.
Thanks for that, guys. Yeah, no, I've kind of told everyone about how I nearly got kidnapped on
Ooh.
Saturday, because most people. Oh, so I've got the most squeakiest chair.
Yeah, you move in the
But I was in the park and I watch a lot of Stop Being Weird.
I'm
Zach.
leaning in to listen to your story.
Okay, but yeah,
I knew this would happen.
but you know I'm not good at telling
No,
stories.
not you. I knew we'd
Oh,
we'd
just-
be on the show, and Zach would think, "Oh, I'm going to
No,
do something
stop.
weird."
Yeah, no, it's creepy. I already have to live with you. Don't need it in the uni life and
Fun
stuff.
fact, me and Yaz live together.
That is a very fun fact.
It's fun for me.
Not for me.
And that's afternoon delight trivia over. Carry on with your story.
Yeah, no, well, I'm like, I kind of have to start the story because I'm kind of like obsessed with Criminal Minds. You know, the whole.
Okay,
Crime
so you went to
stuff.
prison and
No.
you said, could you kidnap me?
No, Criminal Minds is a television show.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and it's like about.
It's not
like,
something interesting.
in-
It's a sad.
Good. It's good.
It's a sad obsession, of
It's
course.
like a behavioural analysis unit kind of
It's in
bracket
Peru,
of
wasn't
the
it?
of the.
It's like how my
FBI.
mom used to buy murder stories of wives killing their husbands when she was married to my dad, and used to show him the books. So
As a warning.
This is how I would do
This is
it.
what
my
I
dad
can
was
do.
really worried for quite a while.
But you know, it's got to that level with me, to the fact that I think if I did kill someone, I probably would be able to get away with it.
I'd wager you wouldn't, but carry on.
I know I probably could. I guarantee you. Should we test it with you, Simon?
How rude. No,
Anyway.
no. Actually, after this, I've come up with a feature. So carry on.
Wait a
Oh,
minute, wait a
how
minute.
to kill Simon and
Wait a
get away
minute.
with it.
Now I can kill Simon, and everyone will think it's you because
Now
you just
I can
admitted
kill
it.
Simon
And-
because you said that.
Shit.
And now Simon can kill himself, and he'll think we all
And you'll
killed
all
him.
go to prison.
You'd do that, wouldn't you? You'd
Do you think we
that
could? Do you think we could do afternoon delight in prison? Do you think they'd let us?
I think.
to shank
I,
the light.
I think. I wouldn't be able to handle it, but yeah.
Anyway, what's
Well,
it-
you-
I think they probably have a better radio station.
Probably
Oh,
less technical
rude.
difficulties.
Joe's a very
But we-
nice
but
man.
we do
Joe's great.
Love, we love
Nerve
Nev.
Studio is just.
No, it's falling to pieces. Give him a break. Anyway, what's your story?
Oh
Yasmin?
yeah, but well, on Criminal Minds, there's loads of like episodes where like there's like an old frail man or a disabled person. And he uses that to like lure young women into his van or towards him, and
Yeah.
then they kidnap them basically and kill
Okay.
them. So I'm like going to. I was in the park.
Keep
and
it light. It's nice and afternoon.
How-
It's nice afternoon chat.
well, I didn't die or anything, so
Yeah, that's very
fine
good
enough.
news.
Ruin the ending!
But yeah, basically, I needed to get a shot from like on the like a bit of the wall or something like that, and he like there's an old man with a walking stick like taking one step at a time.
He's not a
He's
horse.
Not, yeah, he's not a horse.
One of his legs was a horse's leg, that's why he had a walking stick. Continue the story.
I love how it's a normal story. Then Zach gets involved, and it becomes some sort of surreal.
Weird.
Horseman kidnapped!
But yeah, and like so I was helping him, but like you know when you give someone your elbow to hold,
No,
Yeah.
I've never done that because I hate everyone.
And you have no elbows.
That too.
yeah.
They're made out of jelly.
But he like grabbed my hand, and so we were like
Yeah.
walking hand in hand.
Was
which
he making the
already weird.
moves?
Well, you know, I think so. No, I'm joking. It was just creepy anyway. And then like he was like, it was just he kept kind of like stalling me, and he asked me to take him to the car parks, which is already like. There's like a bottle of chloroform in there, ready for you, like with your name on it.
Is that what he said?
It-
and that's
it was-
and that's
it was-
when I had an inkling something might be wrong.
It was implied, but like and then like.
It's implied. I may have a bottle of chloroform.
But I may not.
Someone's name on it. What's your name? Yes.
But like, and then he said like we got to the edge of the car park, and I was like, can't one of your friends come and help you out or anything? And he was like,
They're holding the chloroform.
yeah. They're a bit busy at the moment. But like, he just kept changing the subject. And then when I was like, oh, okay, then we're like, he said he was alright, and then he kind of like started up another conversation to try and like stall me. So I'm looking around checking if anyone's got any like injections ready
If
to
this
stab me with.
frail old man is listening, I'd just like to reinforce she's obsessed with Criminal Minds. We all know that you're not actually a horrible person.
Well, we
She's
don't
just
know.
created
Could
Yeah,
this.
have- he
you don't
could-
know that he could be in his dungeon right now,
Well,
skinning some poor young girl alive. You don't know that.
See, the
With nerve on as well, so he's like, "Damn it, they've sussed me." No, they're
The thing is,
Quickly,
though,
cops,
Those
to the dungeon. Go to the dungeon. It's the first place you should really be looking for criminals.
The only dungeon.
those done kids.
the thing is, he
away with it too. Those three kids.
It's on
And that radio show.
Yeah.
he could have just been really socially awkward. Like me, I say things in front of people, and then I'm like, that's
Definitely
not
sound
true
like a serial
whatsoever.
killer.
Yeah, well, I am a serial killer. I
yeah.
say that I don't kill people when really I do.
Throws them off the
when
scent.
you say that in conversation, if you're just going, yes, this is a lovely wine.
I'm a serial killer.
They
How
just
are you
think I'm
finding?
drunk.
How are you
They just
finding the
think I'm
caviar?
joking. So yeah.
No, even if you say, I'm not a serial killer, just drop that into conversation. People will immediately think you are.
No.
I know.
No,
they
because
won't. Because
no.
they'll think, oh, he's being funny and ironic. Oh, he wouldn't be a
Hello,
serial killer.
Tarquin. Hello there, Dave. I'm not a serial killer.
Well, that's
Well,
nice. That's nice
Why?
to know.
Why did you say that? Because I'm not. Don't question it. Sound like a serial killer.
But if you said that to me, hi,
Yeah.
Yaz, morning, you right? Do you want a cup of tea? I'm not a serial killer, by the way. I'm like, all right then, yeah, 2 sugars, please. I just think it's natural. It's normal for you.
Yeah, but in all fairness,
All right, yeah,
you
fair
don't live a normal life, Yaz. This is the sad thing.
It's become very sad. I don't live a normal life anymore.
For anyone listening, thinking this Zach character, he's kind of interesting and quirky. I like it. He's really cool.
No.
Imagine 24 hours. Imagine if he lived near
I
you.
think I would actually really enjoy that because I love being surreal too. Everyone really gets annoyed with me when I'm a bit
Yaz
weird.
doesn't get annoyed. She just well, I think the
It's
worst
disappointment.
moment was when I was chasing you around the room with boots on my hands,
Yeah.
calling myself Edward Boot Hands in
It's-
reference to a popular film, and she threw about £2 worth of
5p's.
of 5p's at my
That's
face.
genius.
But I did have boot shields to defend my face with and deflected them like a Jedi.
No, I'm pretty sure most of them hit you. About £1.75 of those 5p's hit you.
Yeah.
It was
Well, I
because
was
it's
essentially paid £1.75 for being weird.
yeah, it's it's scary and
Okay,
if,
so
if anyone wants to see this,
great.
we'll make a video and I'll just come into Nerve right now.
I can
and Zach
imagine.
will just
I
show
can
you.
imagine a sort of charity video. Every week, a poor young girl is harassed by a very strange young man put into the same unit for £1.75 a month. You can find him a slinky to keep him amused.
Oh God, a slinky!
Carry on with your
Slinky.
story, please, Yaz.
But yeah, no, because so, like I left the old man one. I assume not the
No.
Edward Boothands one. But yeah, so I left him, and like after I kind of like got away because he was trying to stall me clearly because obviously his like weird.
Yeah.
Awkward stepson was in the van ready to kill me, but I got away, took my photos, and as I turned back to kind of like go back the same way, and he was still standing there just watching me. So I thought in my head, okay, if I go back, he's either gonna like ask me to help him some more, which could lead to my like inevitable death, or I can go around the other way, which could be mean because he could be just an innocent old man. But if he's not, it just saved my life. So I went around the long way, and left the poor man there. But by the time I got back down to where my friends were in the park, gone, quick as a flash, definitely ran off.
Did he look like Bruce Willis? He may have been a ghost.
Was it Kevin Spacey from what's the film? The one where he's got a limp.
Superman.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
But anyway, in the end, I didn't get kidnapped, but I could have because that guy, the old man, was definitely gone faster than he should have, considering he walked at like -1 miles per hour, which is actual.
So he went backwards?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Jack.
I nearly died.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Don't.
Oh, sorry. Oh no.
That's a lot better. Yeah, I nearly died from my severe
Oh,
pecan
umbrella
allergy.
Umbrella subject of the week. Drama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
a bit
quick.
slow.
Deaf and kidnap. Ah.
Yeah. I was having dinner at a friend's house, and in a non-disclosed location. It was that old man, and he was like, "I was gonna bring a friend over, but she ran off," and I was like, "Oh, okay, it's not."
I had the
But
chloroform ready.
What happened is they cooked it in pecan oil, and so I didn't taste the pecans until I ate the whole dinner and had seconds, and then.
And then you just went.
And then like 1 minute later, my throat was really closing in, and I was like, "What did you cook this with?" And they said, "Oh, there's no nuts in it. There's no nuts." I said, "What? There must be something." He said, "Oh, we used pecan oil. Is that okay?" And I was like, "No, no, it's not." And then
The most
I
allergic bitters in the oil.
and then I started like making mine because they live really close to the hospital, so
Yeah.
we had to walk there.
Yeah.
I like collapsed at the door.
Like
And
the
they had to
idea
give
of
me
them
mouth-
like carrying you and you're slowly inflating with all sort of
They had
nasty
to- they-
The
allergy
fact that
stuff.
because you were close, you had to walk, even if they
It
didn't.
would have been faster for me to walk there than for them to get an ambulance all the
Yeah.
way from some other place and then get it and then yeah, because there's
Perhaps
apparently like, I can't remember from me getting mouth to mouth at their house to me turning up in the hospital. I can't remember a thing, but apparently I was just walking. I was not stopping. I just carried. Apparently, I just was determined to live.
through houses.
Yeah, through houses. I had like a pickaxe.
Excuse me, Mom.
I was just like,
Wait,
oh.
I'm coming through.
Like Juggernaut in X-Men.
Yeah.
Going through the walls.
Yeah. So I nearly died, and
But you're okay.
It was exhilarating.
I'm guessing
you-
you survived then.
No, I'm a
Flash
ghost.
before your eyes.
So
I don't
Did your
understand.
life flash before your eyes at any point?
No, it was actually quite disappointing because everything was just blank. It's actually quite upsetting.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, it's either there is nothing or I have just been so uninterested with my own life. I was like, forget it. You don't deserve to have a look at your own life.
You don't deserve the showroom.
So yeah.
So there's no like pearly gates or
No.
fiery depths of hell.
I would have been upset.
You don't
by that,
understand this.
actually.
He didn't die.
Yeah,
no,
when
when you
die-
nearly die, you see stuff.
I think
like
that-
To be
Really?
fair, maybe in heaven, days and nights are different. So because a lot of people have near-death experiences in the day, when they only see darkness, it's because it's nighttime up there.
And
No,
no one
but-
decided to like, look at him.
What, so in heaven they just don't have street lights
They
or
don't need
lamps.
them.
That
Everyone
or
goes to sleep at the same time.
What's the
I
nighttime
would
in heaven
actually
then?
why
quite
do you
like.
even to sleep in heaven?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Do
heaven.
you not like sleeping?
No, not really.
I would quite like to
I can't
check
transmit
out
this to
Zach's.
radio, but I am giving you the most strange of looks.
If I could choose not to sleep but always be awake, I would do that.
I would visit Zach's heaven. That would be insane.
That'd be wonderful. There'd be men with horse legs everywhere.
Not everywhere,
Just every so
because you wouldn't be
often.
able to walk.
Oh.
Although I
What?
would like a house built out of men with horses' legs.
Why?
Moving swiftly
That's a
onwards.
serial killer like phrase. No.
That's a every serial killer says that one.
Oh,
I would
No,
use
it's
Zach as
weird.
like my alibi if I did kill someone. Like,
Yeah.
I'd convince him we need to kill this person, Zach. And we're, I would just,
Why? For the wagon wheels.
yeah.
That's a good point.
It's a good point. There we go.
I think anyone could kind of like coax Zach into killing someone.
I would
you
never
wouldn't
kill any. Oh no, I would.
You, but you
Oh,
He
wouldn't
doesn't have to
realise
do the
then-
killing. He just has to be my alibi.
And he wouldn't realise he'd probably just blank through the whole like court proceedings, and he'd wake up one day like, what is this like concrete room? Like, what am I?
This is
here?"
amazing.
like,
I
yeah,
have so much space to.
I have
draw
bars on my window. Yes.
In all fairness, though, I think Zach's like fantasy home would be in a straitjacket with a pillow-covered room.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yes.
because see, everyone else would think, oh no, I'm trapped in this room, like I can't move.
And I
Zach's
think,
idea is,
no,
oh my god,
I'm trapped
thi-
in this room.
he'd be like, this is basically a snuggie.
Yeah,
Don't have
yeah,
to move
yeah.
my arms that much, and there's pillows everywhere. Just nap. I can nap lying, standing up, lying down. That's how Zach.
Guys,
thinks
look,
about
I
the
can
world.
run into the wall and it's fine.
Yeah, and then him doing that, it just kind of think, yep, he hasn't changed. We can't let him into the world.
I'd like to see his like doctor's notes. Still insane.
Pencil again today.
Has not been rehabilitated. Cannot let out.
Just 30 years onwards. How did he survive in the real world?
They're like getting social services on his mum. Like, why did you let this happen? Like, what did you do? Poor child. Poor child.
Would you like to hear another story from my youth?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Zach's youth.
I was going to save this for another time, but I suppose I can do this. It's not actually that long ago. I must have been 15, 16. I was, as every male teenager does who isn't into football, I went through a period of loving the Smiths very much.
Oh God.
I really, really, really liked them, and I like to dance.
I don't know who the Smiths are.
Me neither.
We will play them
You don't
later.
know who to...
I was.
I probably know their songs, just don't
I
know
was.
them.
I liked football for a good period too. So.
Yeah, and fencing.
Yeah.
But no more on that. Yes, and I like to dance to them. And one time in the summer, it was very, very, very warm, and I was on holiday, but my little brother wasn't, and my parents were both working. So I assumed I had the house to myself.
Oh my god, I've got deja vu. I think.
I've told you this story, I think.
No, I think.
What, you think you were there?
Right, let's see if I can try and decipher the end of the story. No, don't. Just
Like,
go.
you look at the wall and figure it out before I say it, and we'll see if we'll give you bonus points.
Wait,
Okay.
what? You're saying it. How's looking at the wall changing anything?
see-
You'll be able
no,
to see the words.
No,
Did
but
you-
see
did-
if by the time you finish the sentence, see if I can kind of like say what.
No.
the end of the
Think of
story
it.
is.
Think of the
You've got to-
ending now.
you've got to
Say
whisper
one
it to me.
keyword that's like key to it, and then he'll carry on. And if it links, it links.
Whisper it to me because I don't want to ruin the ending. Anyway, right. So everyone was out of the house, and I thought, great, a day to myself. But it was so hot. It was that kind of hot day where you're too hot in bed.
Oh, you weren't
but
naked,
you
were
don't
you?
want to. I was naked.
See, I'm psychic.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So I went downstairs to the computer naked because I was like, well, I've got the day to myself. I put on some pants and just closed all the blinds in the house. Just made loads of blinds. And I went downstairs and I was like, right, I'm going to go on the computer and listen to the Smiths. And I put on a really, really good song, This Charming Man.
Oh, it's not.
I really enjoy. Well, this is my story.
Carry on.
This is a story about me. You don't choose my tastes, right? And I was dancing around, having a nice time. Naked.
Actually, I prefer it when I decide what happens to you in the story. So then you trip
You have
and
a heart
smack
attack.
your head.
This
You
isn't
smack
racy.
your head
It's
against
not
a wall.
racy. And I turned around and looked.
Oh, there's a poo on the floor.
No.
Oh, there's his face right in there.
I think I can start this
It
out.
only
just
kills
one
you if it's a
dog.
dog poo, not a normal
No,
poo.
no, it was his.
No,
He gets
he's
up
not
to
a
mad
dog.
stuff when his family's not
He won't
around.
die.
Yeah, I won't die if it's my own poo.
Has to be
Yeah,
dog
that's
poo.
why you're still here.
Chorus.
I can't have the story end with you dying because you're here. People won't believe it.
All right then. All right. Anyway, I turned around and in my house we
A
have
tiger.
these- Yes. No. We have tigers now. We have these very nice doors that are door and there's the big window at the top, so
Yes.
you can just see the top half of people when you look through them.
Yeah.
And I looked round and I had forgotten. Because my stepdad works from home, he has a garage in the back garden, and sometimes his secretary has to come into the house to wash the teacups. And I turned around, doing my naked dancing, doing some Morrissey-style spinning round, and she was there. And I stopped, and she stopped walking, and we looked at each other.
And
And
then-
I didn't know what to do at this moment, so I kind of fell.
He went into the fetal position.
I just rolled out of her vision. And then a month later, I think she left that job. So that's just one story from Zach's youth. Play the theme tune.
No.
We don't have a theme tune.
No, we don't have a theme tune for Zach's youth, but I'm sure we can sort that out. Yeah, the feature I was thinking of whilst you were telling your story was how the perfect crime. What's everyone's? How would they get away or do a murder so that they could get away with it?
I wouldn't try. I'd just kill as many people as possible.
Okay, well that's nice. That's cheerful.
By the way,
That's the perfect
Shani's
crime.
tweeted in, and she believes that I would get away with anything because I'm psycho.
Okay,
So,
well, this adds
I'm
to the
pretty
feature.
sure I'd probably actually be able to do it.
Do you know the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath?
Spelling.
Maybe. Isn't it like sociopath someone who can't really like deal with social situations or
Kind of.
really
or doesn't?
social.
No, they're
just
not.
good with
They're
people
just so cool.
Hi, sociopath.
Sociopath.
You got so many
The
friends.
perfect murder would be to kill someone with a leg of lamb.
We've heard. Yeah, I know
And
this
then
one.
you eat it,
Yeah.
right?
But you
what do
feed
do
it
with
to the-
body.
No, you hit him,
Yeah.
and then you make it out like you were out just buying food, right? And you start the leg of lamb was cooking, and like your husband is just on the floor, and they got killed by a blunt object, and then the police come over, and there's
But
no
you're the
evidence.
only person
No,
I
no.
would suspect
It's a
that.
No.
frozen leg of lamb.
Stabbed with an icicle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It just melts
No, they
away.
can
They're
actually
all
tell.
ice themed.
Actually, no. There was an episode of CSI where someone actually did that, but the only reason or way that
They got caught.
sussed it out was because the person was wearing fake tan, and the fake tan like was on the fake tan. The fake tan was on the icicle, and obviously, like when he took his hands off it, like got off onto it, and then when it
God.
melted, the fake tan just trickled.
List
Wow.
of things to do today. Tan murder. Oh, I used a bit much. I'll wash it off with this icicle. Oh, not this icicle! It's
Oh, the murder one!
Murdersicle.
That sounds like a super cool motorbike. The murder cycle. Okay, no, but the difference between sociopath and a psychopath is a sociopath doesn't have a moral compass, so they don't actually. They're unable to tell the difference between right and wrong. Is that correct?
Was that psycho or social?
Socio.
Social.
And a psychopath can tell the difference, but is just
Chooses.
psychotic.
Yeah.
Doesn't care. Anyway, that's a nice little bit of information. I felt like sharing that.
No, I think I'm just the latter, the psychopath.
Would you actually kill someone though?
think I-
No, I'm gonna say something here. Actually, I hope I told you this just before the show about murdering. Right?
Okay.
I asked my girlfriend. Right?
To murder me.
No. No, I said,
Any legs
Okay.
of lamb involved?
let's make
I
a
like it
deal. Let's make a deal, right?
Oh yeah, this is good.
And
We'll-
it's
we'll
like
get to
we
that.
let's make a deal.
wait, Ken.
What?
This is good, and we're going to
Oh,
continue it
so you have
after
to
a song.
Ruin my story.
Ah.
Like, stupid song in the middle.
Is it
Like
your favourite, Simon?
I was going to say, and the bonus is it's my favourite.
That's what I want.
hello, hi, I'm Jack. Hi, how you doing, you girl there? Not
Jack,
you.
you
Yeah.
had a
I'm
story.
My new
How
name
are
is
you,
my name is
lovely
you
lass?
girl there. That's my new name. I'm
okay.
changing it by default.
Yeah, someone.
I'm sure everyone's on the edge of their seats waiting for the continuation of Jack's tale.
Well, you know, you kind of really ruined it by putting that song there. I was just gonna make a quick little thing. Anyway, back to murder. Hi, murder.
Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite subject.
So I went to my girlfriend and I said, you know, you love me, right? And she's like, yeah, I love you. It was like, okay, can we make a deal? Don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah,
Just
we
to
can
make the
make a deal,
deal.
yeah.
And she was like, okay, what is it? I said, we both can kill one person. We're allowed to kill anyone, but then that's it. You get one kill, that's it. And she wouldn't do it, so she doesn't love me. She actually, how can you say it's true love when you can't allow that person to kill
How
someone?
dare she? Well, so you said like
I went to her. I was like,
Guys,
you
need
can
to
kill
be
someone.
You need to be more funny so I can use that sound more. Now I found it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just said you can kill anyone, and I will not care. I will stay with
Who
you.
would be your choice?
Oh God, I would save it for someone that I particularly hated.
But who?
Well, at the moment, probably be Shia LaBeouf because I just hate him. a lot.
what?
Oh, snap! Hit me with a sound effect. I hope that worked.
That was horrible.
So bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap!
What, do you like Shia LaBeouf?
I love Shia LaBeouf.
Well, you're an idiot then, aren't you?
Oh, snap!
Give me the sound effect.
Again, I hope that worked. If that isn't working, then the joke is awful.
Yeah. If no one can hear that.
Why do you like him?
I don't know. Well, I've liked him since Even Stevens. I thought it was hilarious.
That's the
that was
only
wicked. That
that's
was
the only
wicked.
thing I will give him
But
credit
I
for.
would say I don't think you could kill him because he does have a lightsaber
No, what?
in the start of Even Stevens.
Right, which again is a television show, so he maybe doesn't actually own that. It's not his.
But it is a documentary.
It's not a documentary.
Oh, Zach, you so funny pretending it's a documentary when it's clearly a jokey show.
Okay, 3's enough. Right, let's forget that there.
But yeah, no,
That
he's
segment's over.
a horrible actor and a horrible man who can't even pronounce his own name. He said Sheila Booth one time, and then he said Shia LaBeouf once.
I think-
What's his
His
name?
name's actually Sean. He just
Sean.
gets bored. He goes Sean.
Shia.
So he's a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well,
Except not as good,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
in fact horrible.
And in fact, a completely different person.
And
He
nothing
shouldn't-
like Arnold Schwarzenegger
He shouldn't
anyway.
have been the son of Indiana Jones.
Who should have been the son of Indiana?
Oh,
Jones?
anyone but
He
him.
was good in it. He was alright.
No!
Yes.
No!
For a bad
No!
film. For a bad film.
He was
he did
good.
well.
Yeah.
No.
on a scale of 1
He
to
was
10,
good for the
this
first
is a 10 on
third.
boring.
The next 2/3, he brought nothing to that film except annoyance.
All right, okay. Simon's bored, so let's
So
talk
bored.
about-
Apparently, it has
Simon's
to be
bored.
funny all the time or nothing. So.
Which,
Yes.
which,
Nothing.
which,
Wait.
brings the question of why.
Simon's mostly
No, the
nothing
big question,
most of
the
the
thing
time,
is
aren't
then
you,
why is
Simon?
No, no.
Simon on this show if he only wants funniness?
Yeah, exactly. That's the real question.
Oh, great, we've returned.
Snap!
Okay, that's getting tired very quick. I'm done with that. So, you were bullying me?
I was gonna sing you a little song, but now I don't want to. So.
Yeah, we were
let's
gonna
talk
do
about something
Simon's
else.
Corner or
No,
whatever.
no.
it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that doesn't exist.
No,
All right, then.
Simon. We,
Word
I
of
think
the
we should do
week
Simon's
with
something.
Yasmin.
My word, I don't know. What do I?
Come on.
Well,
you've
Joe-
had a whole week.
Joe is not here, so we need a word. For
Think
this
of something
week.
Joanna would want
Otherwise, we
as a
can't
word.
go on because we need this word. So it's between yourself and Zach Dale
Birmingham.
annoyance
Well,
to
I don't
pick
get
a
why
word.
I have to. What do I?
Pastrami. I don't know.
A word.
Well, because Joe's not here, she did say a word to me the other day.
She-
Unbelievable, she said.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, because you know she's a
God.
big fan of.
She's
pun.
not even here and she's annoying
I
me.
know. Because she just loves it. Because like I just post silly things on her wall, and she thinks it's hilarious.
Go on, you guys so no.
It'd be so funny.
Oh,
Oh,
Zach, if
girl.
you had a word of the week, what would it be?
Munch.
That's a good one.
Munch.
So, Zach, what's the week of the word?
We-
The week of the word.
now, people are currently
is-
thinking, what? Week of the word? That's a curious thing. What's that? I wonder what that. We don't know either. Zach,
What's the week
I,
of the
I
word?
don't. I don't know how the game work, but I think this is.
I don't know how game work.
This word. This word. The week is Florence, which is a small town in France.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, it is. Good
No,
job.
no, it's-
Geography.
Good job. Yeah.
Florence is in
pass.
Italy, isn't it?
It's in France and Italy, but I wasn't gonna
Wow,
go. There's
I'm
loads.
so-
There's a Florence in the United
so
States. There's a
easy
Florence
to
in
get it
Canada.
right.
There's a Florence in I think Bulgaria too. But
Florence is also a little girl's name. And
Yeah.
maybe
Not a
lady's
woman.
And
name.
Zach, where is she?
In this dungeon.
Then my dungeon. And I don't have a dungeon. To be fair, I do live below you.
Yeah, it's
Oh
pretty much a
God.
dungeon.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dark and cold. and damp.
Yeah, can you
It's
explain
pretty
your
much a
room?
dungeon.
This is funny.
I got sick of like falling out of bed and not being able to reach things that were on the floor, so I just took my bed out of my room and put the mattress on the floor.
Imagine a crack den for those of you.
It's exactly a crack then.
no,
It is.
no.
Yeah,
the
apart
thing.
from the fact it's not a den and there's
And there's no crack. Oh, yeah.
It's like
Let's
it's
just say
the
that.
single
It's
worst
over.
crack den ever.
It's like how my bed has wheels and I've moved it right next to my computer so that when I wake up I can just go straight onto the computer and not
I
move
put my computer
whatsoever.
next to my bed,
Yeah,
and I can reach
that
it.
is just good thinking.
See, some people are weird and they like to, make fun of me.
Because you're weird.
Okay. I'll take that.
Oh dear.
He's having a crisis now.
But everyone's got weird beds in the house. Because I've got 2 mattresses on my bed, and then Linda's got 2 beds.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you've just got no bed. And then you're taking a mattress for when Kate comes. So.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah, I was
latest
gonna
going
say-
down in Old Christchurch.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So roommate gossip only an
The
afternoon
newsletter
delight.
is coming out this week, so watch out for that one.
Okay, now you guys were talking about something. We've hinted to it, so we might as well go through with it. And you were so excited about it. What was this feature that you were?
Simon's Corner.
Simon's Corner.
God.
You have to rap
No,
and we'll
no,
lay you down a beat.
You have to tell us why you are amazing. in the
I'm way
rap.
too worn out to.
Come on, let's do this.
Come on, host. You've got to
Are
be
you ready,
quality
Yasmin?
and pop.
We need to.
what?
We need to stop looking at your puppets.
Oh, sorry, this.
Simon's gonna lay down a rap while
That sounds
he's
like
cool,
a euphemism.
and you
Alright,
gotta
so
lay
you-
down a beat.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We're all laying down a beat.
No.
Okay.
We're all gonna lay down a beat.
It could be
don't worry.
worse. You could be rapping.
Okay, you ready? Bop, bop, ba, ba, da, ba, bop, bop,
I wasn't born to rap. Many people say it's. I'm not gonna swear because I'm live on air, and I feel that the noises that are being made don't really suit my style. But I'll carry on. And meanwhile, the studio is very hot and I'm worn out. Is that okay?
That was alright. yeah.
Okay, I'm glad.
Good job.
Right.
Good job.
Yeah.
Not bad. Maybe an 8.
That was
Yeah.
the musical interlude from all of the people in this room.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not gonna call that music.
It's so warm.
Yeah.
Can we
It
talk
is.
about the weather? Just
Yeah.
so I can-
God.
it's,
So warm.
it's boiling.
I'm a
Sorry,
puddle.
I grew up in Florida, so yeah, you don't know heat. So yeah.
You don't know heat.
You don't know any heat. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Hit me with a
No, I lunged for the CD player, but no, that can wait a while.
Okay, I don't know. I come from the north. This is a big thing for me.
It could be humid and hot.
I feel like
Humidity is the worst
yes, it's
thing.
supposed
Yeah.
to, it was supposed to be like Indian summer, like rain, but there's none, and I'm really hot.
Yes,
Aw.
it's so
Don't
hot.
Well, if I cried, then my tears would instantly evaporate. That's how hot it is.
Do you remember when you just didn't know why you were crying and you was asking
Oh
us,
God, yeah.
guys, why am I crying? What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You live such a weird life. So yeah, we were just messing around with sound equipment, and
I started crying.
yeah. Zach was recording us, and he was like, "Guys, I'm just crying, and I don't know why." This is like a proper sort of teenage girl thing to say. Like, I'm just so upset.
You're all here.
And me and Yaz just sort of head in hand, just sort of, what, Zach? What's wrong?
Well, we kind of hesitated first to even ask why, because we knew
Yeah.
we'd go on to some long tangent as to why he's crying. But we thought we'd take the plunge and ask him. Then
Yeah.
it became like this long, like 2-3 hour podcast session talking
Yeah.
about
Because
me.
he left the sound equipment on, so it became a bit of a podcast of the reason why Zach cries. It almost sounds philosophical. Why do Zach cry?
Why does that
Why
cry?
do Zach cry?
So why were you crying? Because we didn't.
We came up with I think the main reason was because I'm vegetarian.
Yeah, clearly.
And I could never visit Meatland or anything. I could never eat meat.
I believe it's Meat
Meat
HQ.
Get it right,
Wait,
Zach.
I was trying to lead into the story for people who didn't know it, but yes, apparently.
Like no one.
Jack, as the only person who wasn't here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, so
Our names rhyme.
well, well, audience at home, I know what you're thinking.
Seven-year-old Jack.
Meat HQ. How curious.
7-year-old
How
Jack
perplexing.
had golden
locks.
How
Someone's
intriguing.
gonna play a song and
No,
it's
I'm
gonna
not
lead up
actually.
to it.
No,
Oh, right.
actually, the next song's in 11 minutes. So, who wants to elaborate on Meat HQ?
Okay, so everyone's looking at me then.
Go, Yaz.
Oh God, no, because you just make fun of me because I think this could actually happen and you just don't. Well, actually, no, I don't fully believe it could actually happen
Right,
because it's
okay.
stupid.
Okay, hedge your bets.
But, what was it like? You
Well,
were
but
saying
let's
you were
say
crying
how it
'cause you're upset
started
'cause You
out.
can't eat meat.
you were
yeah.
talking about some sort of like meat delivery service,
Yeah.
and
No,
That
no, it
sounds
wasn't.
weird.
It was because I was like, why didn't you just eat meat? Because it's already dead. Like, it's not like it's personally killed for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And then I said, it's not just. There isn't just this huge place where all the meat lives.
Like a
where it's been
meat post
killed.
office.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
sent out to the various places, and then that became
Meat
if that
HQ.
existed, it would be called
Meat HQ, where they do all the meat deliveries, like personalised meat deliveries to everyone. Then there'd be a reason why someone should be a vegetarian, because then
That would be-
that cow would be like for Zach, for Yasmin.
Yeah.
And then,
And
but
the
then,
thing with Meat HQ is they went a bit too far with it, didn't they? Because it gets very complicated. The way you actually get to Meat HQ is you take the Meat HQ train. That's the easiest way in because it goes right into the meat building, which is a huge skyscraper made of meat.
Okay.
By the way, we're not saying there's
meat.
anything wrong with being vegetarians. I mean,
Well,
we're also not saying that a product of insanity, exampled by Zak, can be attributed by being a vegetarian. Okay,
but you
carry
should
on.
aspire to what Zak
What
is.
you mean, like if you do become a vegetarian? The
Yeah,
side
we're not
effects-
saying you
the side
won't
effects
become
don't
like
result
Zak.
in Zak.
But we're
every
not.
time.
We're also not saying that it doesn't.
Become a
So watch
vegetarian
out.
and get a free Zak delivered to your door.
Meat HQ.
It's the same Zak. You only get him for like a minute until someone else
And you gotta
has
pass
ordered.
them on.
Yeah, so
I think I could be enough of me in a minute to satisfy.
I've got to go, Mississippi.
My world needs me.
Oh wait, okay. So continue with the meat train, Meat HQ.
Well, basically, the meat train, which sounds quite rude, is actually it's just huge sausages linked together because that would look like a train on bacon tracks. And you get in that, and then on the way there, you can eat the train. So they have to get a new train every day. It's very wasteful. And then to actually get into the building, you need like a little pass card. But the pass card is like a frazzle, one of those little bacon crisps.
yeah.
And they give you one for every day of the year.
But 50 extra
in case
if you get
wanna eat
peckish.
them, because you can eat the one that you have on the day, but sometimes when you have one frazzle, you're like, oh, I
You need more.
quite like
Yeah,
another
okay.
frazzle after that.
But you're only allowed to do it 50 times.
Yeah.
Meat HQ isn't a charity, okay?
But then when you're thinking about where to put Meat HQ, things got difficult because geographically, it's not a very easy thing to put in there. We thought in the middle of the ocean, but then it would get soggy and it would go off. So
I recommended the sun.
which is stupid.
Yeah, it's-
Why would
yeah.
it be on the sun?
So
I cleverly
ridiculous.
said-
You cleverly.
Yes, that is the perfect word.
That's the perfect
But
word
meat
for what you
HQ.
suggested.
Please don't say it.
On the outskirts of the sun.
The outskirts.
The outskirts, like it's a big city.
Yeah.
There are suburbs.
Yeah.
Just put it on the
So-
No,
outskirts.
not
Suburb sun.
But and then like,
It's-
but
it's-
Suburb. That's for you, Joe.
It's 95 light year billion thingies away as opposed
It
to
takes
the
7
sun.
minutes for a light ray to reach the sun to the Earth.
Okay, well, it's that.
So a train would take a very long time.
Yes.
Especially
Well,
one of
we
meat.
thought a meat rocket made of spam called a spam rocket.
Why not
which is
just
the
the
best
moon?
euphemism ever. What?
Because
the
it's
moon's
cold.
Then it wouldn't,
Doy!
then it wouldn't
Of course,
go out
it
of date.
would refrigerate it.
Yeah. I would have
Man,
thought you
why
would
have
want
you
to put it somewhere cold.
We need the
No, no,
jack.
no, no,
so
no,
that
no,
it
no,
would
no,
need
no,
a
frozen
jack.
meat.
No, because it was meant to be hot to be nice.
No, but
That's where Sassy Scissors
no.
is.
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
okay. We placed it on the moon, but we have a section that's facing the sun where it's like barbecued on that side.
Yeah.
So it's like the barbecue section of Meat HQ where people can
You're
go
making
for
it
their
out like
barbecue.
Meat HQ could
sizzly,
have
sassy
electricity of some
scissors.
No, it's got
sorts.
porktricity.
Yeah. So it would be able to heat up stuff. You're making it out like if you leave Earth, you have no heat. Those guys who went to the moon on that rocket, no, they did not get heat. They just had to they really had to hold on.
Boss, I'm a bit cold. Neil, here's my scarf, Neil. Why are they so northern? Right, we're going up to space.
Got them mittens, have
Got
you,
some
Neil?
moon
Got them
rocks.
mittens.
Oh no, one of them's come off. It's looking my mum's sword to my space.
Oh no!
Little
Someone
string.
forgot it's floating about.
Oh,
Oh
my
no!
beanie's come off, Neil. It's floating up in
Where's the
space.
capsule?
Have you got any spare leg warmers,
sure.
Neil?
It's Jamaican now. Well done, Simon.
What
What's
if
wrong
you-
with
Well, there were
Jamaican
3
space?
astronauts. So
Yeah.
one of them was
What's
Jamaican and
Neil
2.
and the other one, he stays in the ship. so
Yeah,
he
he's the
can fall off.
Jamaican.
Like Winston?
He was knitting us more scarves.
Winston Churchill.
No, Winston's quite a.
No,
West
you
Indian name.
idiot. Carry on.
Wow. Wow, that was a bit abrupt and rude, really.
Wow. Host Simon, everyone.
Hey, I can be nice. I just choose not to. Carry on with
Why
Meat
everyone
HQ.
bullies you.
But yeah, that's really the idea, really, and like.
Yeah. So
For-
if anyone's listening, any big businessman, perhaps Richard Branston.
Interested in
Branston
meat?
Pickles and Virgin.
Yeah, he'd probably be interested in
Yeah.
that, actually.
You
Yeah.
could use it.
You do know it's not Richard Branston, or is you trying to make a joke? It's Richard Branson. He doesn't. He does.
I
Okay,
know that.
just checking. You did think he made pickles, and then on the side had this whole major
Oh,
company.
these pickles get a bit boring. I'm going to make some plans now. It's Northern as well, everyone.
God.
Everyone knows that.
Just double checking, because you probably would think.
Oh,
that.
good lead into music. That's how Richard Branston started. He's
Yeah.
selling bootleg records because he's illegal.
in Brighton.
Is it?
And my sister, no, my parents knew him.
What?
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, not for that music. I thought we were going to play a song in a few minutes.
Yeah, but I just like
No,
that
yeah,
better.
no, my parents knew him.
Really?
My uncle knew him.
Yeah,
Wow.
He
Gets about.
apparently used to be a bit of a crook, and he used to cheat.
Oh yeah,
people,
he used to
Yeah.
he used
cheat
to cheat
people
people
loads
out
of
their
money.
money and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree, Yaz. This is my favourite song.
Tell you people.
Well, anyone familiar with the Ricky Gervais show or his podcast or anything Ricky Gervais is involved in, because now all of it involves Cole Pilkington,
Yes.
will probably be familiar with a game called Rockbusters. Now, for those of you who aren't, I'll explain it. I'm going to come up with a sort of cryptic thing. We're just sort of, playing the game because we thought it's fun and amazing and loved it, so we'd give it a try. I'm going to say a cryptic sort of message, and it's going to hint to a band's name. Then I'm going to say the band's first letter. Actually, I think I prefer it when I just give you the message, because I think by giving you the sort of band letters, it's too easy. So I'm just going to give you the cryptic message. Then
Oh God.
you guys are going to joke about it. You guys are going to say, well, this message is it doesn't make sense and I don't understand, and or you're going to say it's too easy. And if you don't get it, I'll tell it to you, and we'll just see how that goes. Yeah, I agree. This is very organised.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Were you listening to the rules at all?
No, it wasn't. Let's
Okay,
play.
he's gonna say a cryptic kind of like clue for a band's name, and he's basically the clue is gonna.
It doesn't
describe
even
the
matter if
band.
Jack knows, because he doesn't actually know that many bands.
I really do not know anything about music.
Okay, this is gonna be great then. Let's
Okay.
go.
Daft Punk.
I bet that's one of them. I bet that is the first one.
Daft Punk.
No.
Damn.
Look at. Okay, here's the cryptic clue.
Oh God.
Look at all those games ablaze.
Arcadia.
Arcade Fire.
Yeah, that was pretty easy.
That was
What?
good.
I got it.
I got it.
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to make it more difficult then.
Look at all those
You
games.
should probably have
ablaze.
been, prepared.
Yeah, that would.
I'm
really go
sorry.
Simon.
Here I am trying to make some fun game for us to all enjoy, and to bring some sunshine and laughter into the studio, and then I'm being criticised.
I prepared a game.
This next one's going to be a doozy. Okay. Saturday and Sunday, they go out at night and fly.
Oh.
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That was good.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
You're lucky. They're my favourites.
Okay. Okay.
Heard of them.
You ever heard of them?
No.
They
Are
were
they actually vampires?
Yeah.
Oh.
they're actually
They
weekends.
okay.
Oh,
They
it's
look cold. Shouldn't they be in the jungle?
Oh. That's
Winter forest.
Arctic monkeys.
Yeah.
They look cool.
They look cold. Shouldn't they be in jungle, Buzz? What they're doing on Moon?
I think you're right, Neil. It is a bit chilly.
This
All
is
right.
Neil and Buzz, by the way.
Okay.
Wait, who am I?
I don't know, Neil. I think you might be Yaz.
Maybe I'm Neil because you just called me Neil.
If anyone doesn't understand what we're doing, we're Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
But from the north.
Afternauts.
Come on.
Afternauts.
You know, all right. I'm gonna sound really stupid, but I genuinely thought you were talking about Buzz Lightyear, not the other Buzz. but-
Okay then.
Yeah, I know.
Moving swiftly on to the next one.
Oh, we're still playing. Okay.
Well, I enjoy
No,
it.
I'm enjoying it. It's cool.
Okay.
Let's go.
He looks like he studies marijuana.
Oh.
This might be difficult.
Simon's father.
Okay. I don't know. I don't
I don't know,
understand.
he was a hippie.
Oh, okay, fine.
I don't
He
know
looks-
anything about music.
Well, just be funny then. He looks like he studies marijuana.
I'm looking to Zach here.
Do I look like I study marijuana?
No, I'm just, you
He's
look
not- he's
like
just-
a man who knows.
It's a popular artist.
Oh, is it Professor Green?
Ah, that's
See, he knew. He
good.
knew.
The only reason I didn't get that straight away is because I don't really know his music.
Neither do I. Well, I do, and I don't like it. Okay.
I've seen him on. Never
He's a
Mind
bit
the
too
Bus
street
Stop.
for Simon.
I'm the streetest
Simon's a
you
bit
can
too
get.
street
He
for
was
him.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Professor Green was stabbed.
I'm so glad. Okay.
Simon.
Simon, for someone who always has a go at.
What's his
Leo Jack,
PhD in?
can't go
What's
in
his
and get-
PhD in? Exactly.
Green.
Professor
Green.
My
No,
arse.
I'm gonna lay down a point here. You always have a go at me or the guests for going against your rules, but then if you're offensive, you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's
I
not a
thought
big
everyone-
deal."
I-
It's fine. I can wish death upon other people. I'm the producer. It's cool.
I
Don't
thought
worry
everyone
about
realised
it.
this. There's a completely different, much more unfair set of rules
I
for
own
me.
50% of this company, so you won't boss
Which
me
means,
around.
do you know how much that's worth in money?
Very little.
Yeah,
but it's
50p.
50%.
Okay,
Yeah.
regardless, I've got another one for you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Macbeth is quite chilly.
Are these all going to be about people being cold?
No, it's just
Is it Coldplay?
yes.
Because that's stupid and dumb and stupid.
I thought that
Shut up,
was
Simon.
good.
It's my turn. I'm going to do my game.
Oh wait, what
Macbeth is quite
what's your
chilly.
game?
Does Simon have to be over here?
I don't know.
What's your game?
I don't know. I just wanted to come over here for a bit. just to
Okay, do you want to
push
go?
Simon. Or Rockbusters?
Yeah.
No.
What? Okay,
No.
sorry.
I don't like Rockbusters.
Why?
I
It's
like
a good, it's a
Rockbusters.
good
I
game.
was enjoying it.
It's a good
Sorry,
game.
Zach.
I don't personally think it makes for good listening, and it's. Is it funny?
Okay, well, I thought it was funny, but go on, Zach. You show
No,
me
no,
the
no.
ways of radio. No,
All right, okay,
please,
okay,
please.
Okay then. You get out of my way. Get out of my
I
way,
I
Simon.
am.
Ah, right. Okay then. Let me just get my paper out. And with all my game on it. No, I don't. I don't have any preparation.
Clearly,
All right. Okay. Here's
you're
a new
flying
game.
so far.
Here's a new game, right? Okay. You ready?
I love
Yeah.
it.
All right. The game doesn't have a name yet because that's hard. But basically, I
Literally
will
the best
ask-
radio I've ever heard.
Simon.
Simon.
Give him a go.
Simon. Simon.
No, carry
Really
on.
rude,
I'm liking it. I'm
Simon.
enjoying it.
Simon.
Yes.
Simon. Simon. This
Yeah,
is still
you
your
were
show.
you were
This is still
really
your
born
show.
for radio.
This is still your show, so I can muck it up as much as I like.
This is
Um,
an absolute time. This
yes.
is afternoon delight.
Yes. Yeah, I don't want to play my game. No, okay, we'll play one round of my game to see if it works.
Okay.
All right?
I'd
Okay.
wager it won't.
Okay, right. How it works is I will ask you a very easy question.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
And you get no points for answering it correctly.
Oh.
The only way to win is to give the wrong answer, and the best wrong answer gets points, and you get even more points for justifying it properly.
Oh. Is
Okay,
Simon-
me
Simon-
first. Go.
No, it's everyone plays at the same time.
All right. Okay, go.
You just talk one at a time. Okay. What is a baker's dozen?
12.
12 what?
It's 12 bakeries.
All right, that was quite good. It was wrong, and you just justified it. That
Thank
makes
you.
sense. Okay, Yaz. What is a baker's dozen?
18.
You don't have to say a number. You can say literally anything that's wrong.
It's the bakery version of cheaper by the dozen. But instead of like 12 kids, they have 12 bakers, and then they go into like a MasterChef style competition where they're all just making bread.
And they all learn moral stories on their journeys.
Yeah.
Like one of them at the end stops using rat poison in his puddings.
Pudding.
Pudding!
So far, Yaz is beating you.
Yeah,
Simon.
no, I liked
Yeah,
hers more.
Yeah, okay, Jack.
You go.
What is a baker's dozen?
Very little people know that the true definition of a baker's dozen is a particular event that happens during a murder case involving a baker, where he kills around 12 people, sometimes 13, but you know that's just because they're being abstract, and that is what a true
God.
baker's dozen is: killing them
This is a difficult choice. I don't know if I can
with
pick
a
a winner.
loaf of bread.
Okay, yeah, definitely you win.
No, I'll pick the
Totally
winner
win.
because
and
I'm
then
more
they
fair.
eat the evidence.
All right then.
Yeah,
Okay
they
then,
eat the
Simon, you can be the
evidence, yeah.
judge,
Okay.
but you're not in it.
Yeah.
You're not in the running.
I think Yaz won. To be, I liked the idea of Baker films. I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of Baker cinema.
Sounds quite good.
There's not enough baker cinema out
No,
there.
no.
It's
very
quite
difficult.
niche.
Okay, do you have another question?
Weren't
no.
we just going to do one round?
Yeah, we're just gonna do
Testing
one
it
round
out.
to test it. Really, I thought that went well.
Oh, I want to do
Doesn't
more.
want to do it. Wasn't me only going to do one round? Yeah, okay, let's stick to that.
Rude. He said one round.
Yeah.
He literally
Yeah,
said
but he never
he
said
wants
how
to
many
do
questions
one
were in a round.
I assumed it was one round to one question.
Yes.
Oh, I
that's
think we
correct.
should keep going. I enjoyed it.
You like the game?
For now.
Okay then. Okay.
It-
All right. No, I've run out of ideas.
Should someone else ask a question then?
Okay, yeah, let's take it in turns to ask questions
yeah.
then. Okay, what's going to happen is last time it went round the studio, question asker, then answer, then answer, then answer. So I'll swap with the last question answer and it'll go to Yasmin next.
I'm really confused already.
Okay, you would be. All right. So the question is, why? What? It's okay.
Right.
When a caterpillar. No.
No.
Oh
Zach,
my god!
Oh my god, Simon.
So
Zach,
many easy questions
Zach,
in the
Zach
world.
said you ask a really easy question and people give the wrong answer. That's it. And he starts off, when a caterpillar. No. Just ask something like how many cats has the leg
How
got?
many cats have you got, Yaz?
Just like how many legs has the cat got?
No, let's go with it. Let's go with
How many rows of teeth does a shark have? That's no. I think that's common knowledge.
No,
I think
it's
that's common
not.
knowledge. Oh. Okay.
I'll say 7 because they like to kill stuff and they need more teeth. There you go.
I'd say none, and they're actually sweets that they're saving in their mouth.
Ah, but that's the thing. There is a shark
Just loads
that
of milk
has no
bottles.
teeth.
Well, he didn't specify
There's
the
a
shark. That was the
vegetarian
problem.
shark.
He didn't specify
That's
the
actually
shark.
true. There's a vegetarian shark.
But does he keep?
Well, you lost the game
sweets
because you
in his
gave the
mouth?
right answer.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he gave the right answer actually because he said no,
that's-
no
Oh,
teeth.
sweet. Oh.
Well,
Sorry,
Does
I'm
that-
just being.
Does
the
that mean I
correct
won then?
PC guy here. I refused
Well-
to take part because it was a crazy question.
Crazy. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't have anything prepared. In all fairness, Yaz, your question.
My question.
Oh yeah.
How hot is it outside?
No, because that's subjective to today. That's not
Well-
an easy question.
Yeah, but the easy
I
answer
believe-
could be very hot, but then you'd give the wrong answer. Be like, no, it's quite cold actually. As
I
cold
believe
as
there's
it
no
is
such
on the
thing as
moon.
Temperature.
Pardon?
Temperature doesn't exist.
Okay, carry on.
There you go.
Temperature just doesn't exist. It's all in the mind. We're all imagination. We're actually all just a product of imagination of Zach in a
Oh
lovely
God, I hope not.
And that is how we exist.
Can you imagine if you died and then you just wake up one day from all your whole life has just been a nap and you've been in Zach's world.
Oh.
I'd probably wake up from a nap and kill myself. Really annoyed.
Why?
What's
That'd
your
be
answer,
awful.
Zach,
What to what?
to her question?
How hot is it outside?
How hot is it outside?
Yeah.
2
Two.
Why? Or how?
X.
2x.
No.
We're saying letters at each other now. Why X? What are you gonna do? Press a button. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna press any more sound buttons. I'm not very
Thank
good
God.
at that.
Simon, are you refusing to answer?
Oh,
this question?
how hot is it outside?
See, Simon can't think of simple answers or questions. He finds
No,
it's
it
too
always has
hard.
to be
It
complicated.
has to be like logical and a couple of theories thrown in there.
All right, I've got another question.
Wait, no, I didn't get to answer.
Well,
You've had a chance, many chances.
The answer is Christianity.
right, okay, and now you've got to explain the answer.
What, like you did?
Yeah, he
yeah.
did.
So it's
I did explain
so
it.
in weather terms, it's Christianity hot outside.
Yes.
Take your umbrella.
I'll tell you for why. We were talking about it last week about God telling people to run for president, and what he has done is he's told Christians to summon hot weather. So the Pope led it. I can't believe you didn't hear about this in the news. The Pope told all the Christians to pray for hot weather, and it happened. And here we are.
That would only be the Catholics, though.
No, because God also told the
No, all
Pope.
the
God
Christians.
also told the Pope to
The poil.
the
God
Pope.
was like, look, mate, just put aside your differences with all those other Christians. Just do.
I like how he's
just do the
cockney.
Catholics.
Look, mate.
Look, mate.
Oh,
Okay.
God, I think I'm an expert. No, carry on.
So yeah, okay. Well, that was interesting.
All right, Yaz, who won that round?
What was your answer? Was 2x and it doesn't exist, and Christianity hot. I think Jack might have won that. one.
That was your mistake because we don't exist.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah,
damn
please
it.
have a much better question, Jack.
Why does Simon have legs?
All right.
Ooh. Who's going first?
You.
He asked first. It's me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Why
okay.
does
Then.
You
Simon have
really
legs?
don't understand how.
Not
this-
everyone, just Simon.
Well, the way I imagined it was I would be game master and then I'd fire questions at you and we would only do one round. But I guess this is the end of the round because then
Yeah.
everyone will have asked a question.
Yeah. Why does Simon have legs?
Simon has legs because he saw some trousers that he really liked.
Ah.
So he just had to and legs happened.
Okay.
There's my answer.
Simon, why do you have
Squeezed
legs?
legs out.
Yeah. he
Why
just
do
forced them out.
I have legs?
Yeah, why do you have legs?
Because
Why do you...
I was young, without legs, very young, and I was bullied at school, and all the other skids.
All the other
Skids.
kids.
That's
Which is what they call
them
kids
back
with
then.
no legs.
Yes.
Cool part of town. Then.
Used to make fun of me, and then I saw a poster. I needed £5,000.
Why not legs?
No, I needed £5,000. I didn't mention this earlier. That said, race, £5,000. That's all it said. All it needed to say. So what I did was I entered the race, and everyone said, "Simon, you can't. You don't have legs. You won't be able to do it." But I fought against the naysayers and the people who didn't believe in me, and I ran the race. I came second, but
Ran it with what?
with the legs.
What legs?
You don't have.
The legs I have. That's the answer to the question.
But how did you acquire legs?
Yeah,
you
you
didn't have
never
legs
said
before.
you had legs.
I
You-
never said. I also didn't say how I got the money or needed the money rather.
No, but that
No,
wasn't
but
the
you
question.
you said I was a poor child at school with
Without
no legs.
and
I
all the
had no
skids.
legs, and I saw myself a
I
poster.
would have...
And that poster said £5,000 race. And I entered it with no legs, despite everyone saying you can't win a race with no legs.
Oh wait,
Win away.
Win a race with
it
no
was
legs.
it was Elmer Fudd.
You can't win away with no legs. But I
Elmer
went into
Fudd
race
told me.
anyway.
Wesley Webbit.
I went into race
Wasty winny
anyway.
way.
When I waste with all my might. When I weigh reckoned.
Second place wasn't the money, but it was legs, and that's how I got my legs.
All right. Yasmin!
Just the best response. All right. Yeah.
No, I'm still a bit. I want to know how you suddenly got these legs because you didn't answer the
Why
question.
won't you, is?
Second
You should have said you
place
ran
was
with your
legs.
arms.
No, because
Like
I.
E.T. in
Yeah,
that film
how did you
E.T.
run a race without
No
legs?
Which you
He's
grew up
realised
with.
the
You
problem.
do not understand
It's an
this.
enigma. It's the part of the
It's what
story that
you
will never be.
said. No one else said.
I know. But it's the part of the story that will never be heard. It's an enigma.
So basically, he's done a cop out because he's
No,
backed himself
what?
into a corner.
Enigmas.
Once
I
again,
have.
Simon has forgotten a very key
I
point
have
in
the
this particular
answer
story.
stored.
That makes sense.
I have the answer stored, but for artistic
What do you
purposes.
think, Neil? Do you think he's got it? I don't think he understands.
I don't
and I've
think
been to
so,
the moon.
boss. Yeah.
I'm right
Why
smart because I'm
does
an astronaut.
Simon have legs?
Well,
hate
Simon had
all of
legs.
you.
I should have really been thinking about my answer,
But
but
I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you were just staring blankly at Simon, going, "Yeah, this is going to be dull. I'm just going to think about my answer." That's
Oh.
what I saw in your eyes.
I hate all of you.
I was listening. I found it really cool.
I listen. That's why I asked about the legs bit.
Yeah.
I
And
was
why you
listening
haven't?
now.
Being nice is too late now. You've already
Okay.
ruined my day.
So why does Simon have legs?
Got them for Christmas
Oh.
From who?
from his parents because all the skids at school were bullying him so much, and they could see how upset he was. And then he told them about this waste that was going to be £5,000.
The
And
waste.
And this poster was seen like a couple of days before Christmas, and his parents went out to all the stores in Brighton, but all the legs were like sold out. But they found this one store that had the last pair of legs, and his mum went into the store, and as he got in, there was a little girl about to buy the last pair of legs,
And she hit her.
and your mum hit her with a leg of lamb.
Never got
That
caught.
She just bought.
Never got
bought-
caught for it.
that she just bought, and bought the legs, took the leg of lamb, cooked that for dinner.
No,
It
I
was a
like,
g- it was
but then there
good.
was a mistake made, and she accidentally cooked one of Simon's legs. And to this day, he has a leg of lamb
Lamb.
as a
Oh
leg.
my god.
And if the police ever find that out, his mum will be convicted for murder. Oh no! Simon's making sounds. Yeah, all right. Well done, Simon.
Thanks, Simon. That was
All right then, Jack, who won that?
And then he ended the race and won it with one leg and a leg of lamb. No. He came second. Sorry.
Okay then,
see?
Jack. Who won
I
that?
got
Attention to
score
detail.
Until he actually, won something in second because I hate Simon. So.
But then they realised it was only a leg of lamb.
No,
and
then he
so
realised
he's disqualified.
it doesn't matter because it's all part of Zak's imagination.
Nation.
All right then, Jack. So who won that
I'd say
round?
Yasmin.
Oh,
I found that.
So overall, today,
out of
Yasmin is the winner of the game called What If This Thing Right, and then come up with an answer.
What is this thing, right?
That's actually a perfect title for it. So.
I found that the sort of the moral of this game is that we're
I'm
all
better at
part of
games than you.
we're all part of Zak's imagination, and we don't actually have a choice.
Or someone's imagining Zak. So we're part of an imagination of an imagination.
No one's imagination.
I
is Zach.
agree. Let's put on a song, Jack.
It's Simon's favourite.
You
Oh,
know.
you just
Hey, listeners.
Hey,
Nothing bad
girl.
Nothing bad at all. Okay, so now because it was just harrowing, I want to tell everyone about, especially people who don't take media courses who may not have heard of it,
Hi.
about the media the media option palaver. So as media students, myself, Yaz and Zak had to pick our options for next year, what we're doing and stuff. And basically, it's really mean how they do it, I think. They say, here are your options. There's clearly some good ones and clearly some, not so good ones. Yeah. And at 9 a.m. tomorrow, you will need to get on your computers and make sure you get the good
That's
ones.
just fair. That's what they did with my options.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of...
It's
I
first
don't
come,
know.
It is
first
fair.
serve.
It is
fair.
fair.
You can't make it random. You can't.
No.
I don't think you should base it on internet because
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
How else are you supposed to base it then?
I don't know. Whoever
What
apply,
else-
everyone
what
should
other way?
apply with a paragraph and the most sort of the best pitch.
Yeah,
paragraph.
but that just makes a lot of
no.
unnecessary bureaucracy of going through all these pieces of paper, looking at the
Maybe I want
paragraph
things to
and
be too
wasting
fair.
people's time
No,
and killing
it's
trees.
fairer. It's fairer and it's kind of it's more efficient because okay, fair enough if someone doesn't have internet, but the majority of people do
Yeah.
have internet on their phones and everything, so they can just
Oh,
get
can
it
you
straight
imagine
away.
doing it on your phone.
That'd be awful.
Just I'm gonna do it. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
do
I
it in
did
my
it.
hand.
I did it. I
Yeah.
had to wake up
But
at
there was
9.
a guy in my course,
Yeah.
Ty, he thought he misheard one of the lectures and thought they said, because I think that what they used to do was that you'd have to come into uni
Yeah.
and get the options, and I think you heard him say how that's what they used to do, but now they do it online. So he came to uni and thought you could pick them up, but 9 o'clock he was on the bus thinking, oh yeah, people are going to be late, and I'm like, no, you need to get on now. And by the time he got there, or because he lives at Student Village, so by the time he got to online, most of the stuff was gone.
Wait, you got a bus in from the student village?
He stayed in town or something.
Oh right, okay then. I was gonna say that is super lazy.
I know. No, but I think it's fair, but media violence went in,
It is
3
fair,
minutes.
but yeah, that's the problem. Media violence filled up in 3 minutes. That's kind of crazy, especially for people who might have been keen to. I don't know. Maybe I'm overly sympathetic for the people who might have lost a place.
One of my units for archaeology was filled up in around 10 minutes. We only got 2 options, and there was one everyone wanted to do, which was evolution, human evolution. The other one was just applications of
What
science.
did you pick?
I picked evolution. I was like, I'm not doing.
All these people wanted to do it, and I was like, well, yeah.
Applications of science essentially meant you were in a field putting electricity in the ground.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as that. It's not as
It's not as fun as what you just said.
No, it's you just get a stick and you push it in the ground and a bit of electricity. It's not like you get a lightning strike and go, I am king of lightning. You don't get that.
Well, that's not a cause, but it should be.
Yeah. That's not what archaeologists are.
lightning.
BA lightning.
I'd like a BA in lightning. I suppose it wouldn't be a BA.
What would
Yeah,
It wouldn't be.
that's-
It probably wouldn't even be a bit of science.
People
It'd probably
don't
have to be some weird
Yeah,
new
cut it.
thing.
It would probably never ever get taught.
Yeah, but I got evolution, and lots
Enjoyed
of people
it?
got angry at me.
Oh.
Well, no, I get it next year. I don't get it
Oh,
now.
okay, sorry.
Well, the same with them.
Yes. But anyway, so let's talk about because my internet's awful. So I needed to trek into uni, get up at 6 a.m. and just come here to do it on their computers. And I
Came
met Zach.
here at 6 a.m.
It
No, I
it takes
got
you
up at
3
6 a.m.
hours to get
Yeah.
to
No,
uni.
it takes me about an hour to get ready and eat. Then the bus, I usually save 40 minutes
eat.
worth.
His 8-course breakfast.
Yeah,
It takes me like probably 20 minutes.
what, to get bus in? You live near it though.
No, get
Oh.
to 20 minutes to get ready and eat.
What,
not
from
an hour.
getting up to
Yeah.
being ready, 20
Yeah.
minutes. So shower
Probably
and
usually
eating stuff.
it's a short amount of time than that.
God, boys are weird.
All of my time was spent waiting for my hair.
I don't have a shower in the morning. I have a shower at night.
Oh, well, that's
crazy
it.
man!
I know. I'm just so.
Yeah, but Zach, you look
weird.
like you never have a shower, especially by the look of your room.
My room's really clean.
Oh.
Oh, was it? Have you cleaned it?
Yeah, yeah. I
Less
cleaned
like
it
a
the
crack
other
den.
day. I found so much cool stuff. Like just loads.
Like
Egg
needles.
hookers, legs of lamb.
Oh
I
god.
don't know why that is just like my main topic
What
today.
did you pick then, Simon?
Something like
Media violence and
Did you
digital
actually get it?
transformation. Yeah, I
So
got it.
you did. So
Yeah, but I can.
But he did
you
come
should
in
laugh
very
at
early.
them.
Yeah.
You should laugh at them then. It's like ha ha ha. You didn't get it. You should do that.
I'm nice.
I
than
think
that.
Simon was probably contemplating it, then realised.
He probably is, but he's probably just trying to seem like a sympathetic person by
think
saying,
he's-
"Oh, this is so unfair."
Or he's gonna wait for it till he meets someone till he finds out someone who didn't get their option.
Yeah.
Then he'll be like,
Because that's Simon.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
and
me.
he'll twirl his mustache
yeah.
that he grew.
And it's black and white, and I'm tying a woman to train tracks. Oh dear.
man.
Simon and a woman.
Mean.
Oh, snap. No, I'm not doing it again. I'm sorry.
Please don't. Anyway, so yeah, we were in uni, myself and Zach, and we were like, really tense about the picking of
I
the
had pins
things.
and needles on my face.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and we were like refreshing the page and like
was.
making sure we knew where to go
No,
and
I-
Well,
You
regardless,
thought you
I
knew where
was.
to go, and I showed you where to actually go.
Yes, and I'm
Despite being
glad.
So hungover. So hungover. But yes, and then we were there, and I was this is taking too long. I need something to make me feel like this is more tense. So I naturally put on the Mission Impossible music.
Oh yeah. That's a good
Which-
I
choice.
was in my swivel chair, spinning around the room, going duh 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 duh.
Yeah, that was good.
But I felt it wasn't quite
Enough.
tense
It
And
wasn't
I thought
enough
it was gonna Finish, it was
tenseness.
going to finish at about 8:58, and I wanted the music to carry me through. So
The actual option picking.
yeah, so we got
You
to about
understand,
8:58,
right? Yes.
Yeah.
You had
Of
tense
course.
music.
Yeah,
yeah, I was playing everything.
Yeah, just some tense, exciting music. So I thought, well, the best thing after that is the Matrix music when it comes.
Clearly,
into
that's
lobby,
the
and it starts
logical-
shooting you, dug, 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 dug,
Dun,
dug,
dun,
dug,
dun,
dug,
dun,
dug,
dun,
dug,
dun, dun,
dug,
dun, 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 dun.
No, it's not Mission Impossible. But yes, we thought that. So I was there at 8:59.
Yeah, a
frantically
minute left.
searching for that music rather than being on the options page.
And I was like, Zach, I'm refreshing. A minute left. It's less than a minute. Zach, options. And you're like, wait.
Wait, Matrix. None of this is real anyway, so Matrix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still got what I wanted. I'm first on video games.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, wait.
Digital
No,
transformation.
most people
Oh, yeah.
know it as digital transformations, which it actually is.
But I just saw the word video games and thought I would like to study that.
But it's not that. You're not just watching video games. You're looking at how.
Yes.
Like
yes,
literature.
Yes.
Yes.
Video games.
Yeah. No. It's still just not playing video games.
God, I have sympathy for
Yeah.
you, yes.
Hate my life so much. I have a hard time
Video
describing
games.
these things to you. I don't even.
I'm kidding. I do know it's not all about video games.
Yeah, but there's a part of you, yes, isn't there, that doesn't know whether to believe it.
Yeah, no, all the time. Part is like, it's a major part of me that most of the time I don't know if you're lying or not, and most of the time you
This
are
has
lying.
almost been like a counselling session instead of a radio show.
I
Look,
think we
Zach,
do need
I'm
it.
finding it hard to live with you because, well, you're just so weird. And then Zach,
Lie.
Zach's just, I don't know, sucking on the plant or something.
Yeah, running around in circles with boots on his hands.
I didn't ever run around with circles with boots in my hand.
Because that would be
no.
stupid.
Oh no, yeah, they were separate things. When he's not pushing me down the stairs,
Hey,
trying
you
to
fell.
trying to
Yeah,
steal my
now it sounds more like counselling.
This sounds like an abusive relationship.
It pretty much is.
I was
mental
chasing
abuse.
you and you fell.
whilst trying to steal my clothes, my hat.
Oh God.
Don't
My
take
hat.
clothes.
Okay, hat. Trying to steal my hat, and he pushed me down the
I didn't
stairs.
push you. I force pushed you. No.
It's not as bad as when I hit Zach in the face with the door.
Door.
Yes, that was quite horrible.
That was quite funny though.
Yeah, it was funny.
Zach, let me in. No, I am playing a game. No, I am going to hit you in the face with a door.
I still find it funny. Now, what happened is you weren't going to let me in, and I was very tired, and I didn't really know what I was doing because I was drunk. And there was a point where you had the door slightly open, but you weren't letting me in. You were like, Simon, I'm not letting you in. Do you want to come in, Simon? I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to go inside. Just let me inside. And Simon, you're not allowed in. And then, just not really thinking, I shoulder barged the door and smacked your face. But I think the moral of the story is,
Never go out with Simon.
yeah,
Leave him
Don't-
alone.
Or just
by
don't let him into your
himself.
house. Trust me, he will never leave. He's like
You
a
love it.
parasite. Joking, Simon. You're always welcome.
7 minutes left. The show's coming to a swift end.
Who's that?
You've, You're right, Zach. Now, some of you, I'd imagine some of you as students, may have seen Lansdowne or might be familiar with the area.
No.
I've heard some funky goings-on around there, especially near Lyme Regis.
No.
It might be worth checking out.
Never been
It,
to Lyme
it might be
I don't
worth
think I'm gonna
considering.
be around that area today, so probably won't. I don't know what you're talking about, to be fair, but. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
I live in a uni like.
I'm
so
just
you don't
saying.
wanna go around
I
there.
stay in my room by myself.
I'm just
always.
I don't
saying.
think anyone's going to see it, Simon, so.
I'm just saying that there might be something that might make you want to stick around.
What?
Might be something
Was that a pun?
something interesting.
Oh, snap!
Oh
With the sound effect.
no,
Oh.
it's dead. I don't want to do that
I put on
anymore.
a voice.
What? Yeah,
You put on a voice.
I'm sorry.
I did.
Right, Simon, just hurry up.
Simon, just tell us what it is. I just.
I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just
What's the
telling
point
people
of plugging
because there's an
something?
enigma.
This is like something that old man
guys,
would
you
have
should go
done
watch
with
Earth
Yasmin.
Television.
Yeah, stalling them so you can whip out the chloroform and drag him into your van. That's
No
what
one's
you do
gonna go to
listeners.
Lyme Regis. They
I
think you're
don't
gonna
understand
kill
this
them.
analogy.
What?
I chloroform them and drag them into my van. What?
Basically, you're the creepy
go,
old
he's revealed
man
the
who's
secret.
trying to stall me so you can kidnap me. That's
You're
what
the
doing.
audience in this analogy.
Well, you can't just say, "Hey, something's gonna happen in a place,"
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna tell you
sticky.
what it is. When you say
No, it's already
sticky, also, it's also somewhat
Simon's going to find a
weird.
way to make you sticky using his body.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Street art, okay? Just look out for street art.
It looks like paint.
You
but
mean
it's not like
graffiti?
Don't
I'm a
look it.
straight edge
Oh,
citizen.
gosh, you don't
A
know what
straight
it is.
edge
Please do not
citizen.
take it.
Yeah.
So, unlike, you know,
I'm a
normal
curvy, worthy
citizens.
citizen.
Well, normal
You-
citizens can do
you've-
illegal things. I'm a straight edge citizen. I don't do illegal things.
No, but you're a straight edge citizen. So you're suggesting, one, that other
Oh
citizens
my
that aren't straight
gosh.
edge don't have any edges and aren't straight. And two, what is to be a straight edge citizen?
What do you mean? I would just explain what it is to be a straight edge.
Oh,
Yeah, should we leave?
I'm contemplating it.
Yeah.
Well, we have to leave soon anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Simon
let's-
starts.
we have to
What
play a
do we
song.
wanna end
His
on?
viewers again.
Not you killing your show.
I'm not killing it. Go away.
Okay. No, that's not good to end on because I'm the star here.
Yeah,
Are you?
he's the
Everyone's
star of
relevant.
absolute time.
Yes. We could do the plug.
What plug? I've heard rumours. Now, these aren't like the rumours I was just talking about. These are different rumours, new rumours. There's. I'm scared, basically. I'm warning you, the audience, because I care about you. I'm incredibly paranoid that an old enemy, an old nemesis of Afternoon Delight might be arising, might be stirring in the dark. And I don't want to get you scared, audience, because as I know you have all the faith in Afternoon Delight. However, another show may be emerging from the dark, dusty corridors of the Nerve Studio. And that's all you've got to go on. That's the teaser.
Goodbye.
Okay, shall we put on a song and
Yeah,
say
we have
ta-ra?
to put on a
So
song.
long,
Bye,
farewell,
thank
auf
you.
Wiedersehen,
Thanks
and
for
good
listening.
night.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, Bye. I enjoyed your company, audience, and I know you enjoyed mine. My favourite song.
What's that?